Hey YouTube, how's it going everybody? Mr. Ferguson here. Hope y'all having a good day. I got the whole boonie hat on from the National Guard days. Man, it is scorching out here. It's approaching 88 degrees right now. Really hot. The humidity's starting to set in. So we're full blown going into summer month now. So wanted to protect my neck. Got some sunburn from playing golf and stuff. So anyways, this video guys, I just wanted to, again, it's been 3 weeks now since we did our Tenacity test spray. And if I'm not mistaken, it's been 2 weeks now since we did our full yard spray. So just want to do a walk around and show you guys what that's looking like right now. And also give you just a heads up on a couple products that if you don't know about, you should. And then we'll probably call it a day after that. We'll see. But anyways, let's go check out the yard. So here we are back at our test plot here, guys. And again, if you haven't watched the first two videos, from the edge of my house here all the way over to the bank, and then up the side of the bank right here over to the wood line, and then you see that strip right here. Sorry, camera's focus. We're trying to get that back. Right here for the camera, this was our initial 3 weeks ago. We did Tenacity spray here. So it's definitely, Tenacity is definitely taking effect, and the combination with this heat, man, I'm telling you, it's really taken out the Poa Annua, which obviously with just the sun alone and this heat, it should die off anyways. That's why this was just really a test. But I went ahead and sprayed it, and you can really tell. I was talking with my dad last night. I try to get my shadow out, but as you can see here, guys, it is really just, I mean, it's just fried up. It's just dried up, you know, really dying out. And again, the Tenacity may have helped to make this happen a little bit faster, but now that we're hitting, you know, 88, 87 degrees here in central North Carolina, it's time for it to go away anyways. And some of it that's not here, I'll show you this. This has still got some green in it. This is obviously getting to that point where it's starting to lay down. And, you know, obviously I've got a pre-emergent down, so some weeds are going to try to get into this, and I may have to spot treat, but until the fall. But yeah, it's really doing its job, and we still got some that's trying to hang on, but the heat should take that out pretty soon. So yeah, the fescue, I think I showed you this last time. This was the area. It might have been right here that I was showing you guys. I think it was this one. So some of the fescue you can see is just perfectly fine. It's obviously it's hot. Fescue is a little tolerant to the heat, but you know, obviously I've got to keep it watered and keep it straight. But then over here you'll see some of it actually got some blades that are white, and I'll just pick this bad boy off. You can see that's what happens with some of your fescue. You'll get this white you know, discoloration of it, but that should return, because Tenacity will not kill fescue, but it will discolor it and make it look like a white color. It really got white over here, as you can see, and along this strip right here, it really got a white color, but it should start to come back here shortly. But with the heat, I don't know, it might have been a bad idea to get it on the fescue. We'll find out. That's part of the test. So anyways, as you can see, this strip is one that I did in the test too. Before I ran out, I had some extra product. So it's about 3 weeks, and then this area got sprayed about 2 weeks ago. So it's starting to set in. The fescue is obviously the greener portions, and all the Poa Annua is starting to die out, which, man, I'm thrilled to see that, because I hate that stuff. So keeping on walking through, again, this is where we stopped initially 3 weeks ago, right at the edge of this pavement. So going straight to the tree. So this all was done, you know, 3 weeks ago, and this all was done 2 weeks ago. So there's a little bit of a difference there to see, and obviously this area just took it up the most. So some of the fescue is coming out. I did notice I do have a few places in my yard where some crabgrass is trying to break through my pre-emergent, so I got to spot treat those today. We may talk about that and how we'll handle that. But yeah, as I said originally, a lot of Poa Annua in my yard. Excuse me. And just, I hate this stuff. So this fall, this area is really nice, just to show you. It's got a lot of fescue. Obviously it's got some shade, which is good for it, but it is, you know, it's still got some Poa in there that needs to die out. And this side of my house, whole lot of Poa. Again, this has been 2 weeks with Tenacity. It's really, you know, dying up right here, which is nice to see. but this is all a lot of, I got some fescue here. You know, some of this is turning white like we showed before. So you got some white discoloration of the fescue here. And this is where I had some fertilizer that was a burning fertilizer that I dropped. So I'm gonna repair that in the fall and just let it be. The ground is really compacted right now. I've used some of the Next products. There's one called Air 8, which does a liquid aeration on your lawn. But I'm not going to mechanically aerate it because I don't want weeds just to come up there. Obviously, I'd break the barrier of my pre-emergent, and I don't want weeds to come up, so I'm just leaving that for now. But anyways, Poa Annua here, dying off, which is good. Discoloration, fescue in the shade over here. Look at this. This one's really, now, I don't know if this is really fescue here. This actually may be a grassy weed. Look at this. This is crazy. Let me pick that off. It almost looks like an ear of corn. That is just white as can be, and hopefully you guys can see that. But that's what it will do. And this, you know, if it's fescue, it would come back. But I don't think that's fescue. I think it's like a quack grass or Dallas grass or something. I don't know. I would need to look this up. But when I spray my other chemical today, it may completely wipe this out, which is fine. I'm not too concerned about, you know, the weeds right now. I'm pretty weed free besides the Poa, but we wanted to, anyways, we want to keep the fescue nice. That's what I want to do and get it deeply rooted. So this is my front yard coming up on the side, and it's pretty good. But as you see, mainly on this area here, this strip, I have some Poa that's light up. A lot of it's fescue out here. This is the best part of my yard, but obviously it has a lot of work that needs to be done. But it looks fairly good. It looked way worse in March, and it's really thickened up with some weeds, thickened up with some fescue. So there's some nice patches. Oh, it feels really good in the shade, guys, really good. This area has always been bad, so I'm hoping when I aerate and seed, I can get this part straightened out. So it don't look the best, it really don't. The hill over here really has had a lot of weeds in it over time, and the bank, and that's where. So the last video got cut off. I apologize because it's so hot out here. My phone just literally gave me the temperature screen and cut off. So I'm in the shade now, so hopefully that'll help. But real quick, I just wanted to talk about two things I recently purchased. The sprayer I got in April, it's a Sprayer Plus electric sprayer, battery powered. It comes with a lithium battery that you put in right here. I don't have it out right now, it's in the house. But it's very durable. I like this product, I invested in it. It ran 139 bucks, so it is kind of pricey, but all the parts are on their website. You can replace everything you see here, and it's been great. I have had a few hiccups with the pump not wanting to work at first when I have a really thick mix, so I'm learning the do's and don'ts as I use it, but it's very simple. You can lock this into place with the latch and latch it down in there if you'd like to. It looks like some water still coming out. Got water in there, but there's a filter right underneath my hand here that you need to clean every time you use it. You want to spray that off. But and I'm not going to go into the details, but it's a 2-gallon sprayer. You know, I went ahead, and I think it's on this side, sorry for the bad camera angle, but I go ahead and on my sprayer, guys, I just mark it so I can see it when I'm filling it up with a Sharpie. You know, half-gallon, 1.5 gallons, 2, and it just helps me to see it because the writing on here is really faint. So that helps. So that's something you can do if you haven't, but highly recommend it if you're looking to get into lawn work and want something consistent. Like I had that cheap old hand pump spray. This has a strap. It's great to go on the shoulder. Love it. So that's something I recommend. And then yesterday I got what's called quinclorac, if you're not familiar with it. Quinclorac is the active ingredient in most of the herbicides or post-emergence you're getting in the Lowe's, Home Depot. That's most of the time that's the active ingredient. So that's a pound of it. And I went ahead also, let me turn this around. There we go. So I went ahead and also write down my measurements for how much needs to go in a 2-gallon mix with my 2-gallon sprayer. So 0.734 ounces per 2 gallons, which is 2,000 square feet. And they also send you this measuring cup, which is awesome because you can see 0.75 there. So I'm going to fill it just below that line, dump it in my mix, and I'm ready to go. So I do recommend if you got a lot of crabgrass, this product will take it out. It's 38 bucks, I think. And like I said, it's a pound, but you're using less than an ounce per 2-gallon mix, you know? So and there's a lot in there, so that'll last for a good while. Make sure you read your label, do your research. It does kill other things besides crabgrass, but mainly crabgrass. So there you go. All right, guys, so that'll do it. I had to get in the shade so my phone don't cut off again from the heat, because it's cooking out here. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Like and subscribe. It will get more interesting, obviously, in the fall. I've tried to set up when I do my mows, and I just don't have that equipment right now as a tripod or anything like that to be able to do that cool stuff that other people do. So I apologize. I'm an amateur. I'm learning as I go. But yeah, so look at those products. If those things interest you, if it's something you want to do in your lawn, I encourage it. Obviously, you don't want to put down as chemicals just for the sake of it, which is what I was doing in the past. I have to go online, take time to read about them, research them, learn from people that know more than I do, and obviously see if it applies to my lawn and try it out. So hopefully some of this helps you out. And if you have any questions or concerns, you guys can always comment in the section below. But please subscribe. Like I said, it'll get more interesting in the fall when we go to actually make this place looking a lot better with more fescue in the lawn with that GCI blend turf grass seed. I'm real excited about that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day. Stay out of the heat and stay cool. Take care.